Hello. Back to do another episode of Spelunky. If I can maybe get my controller. There we go. Yeah, welcome back. Seems like we had a couple people that enjoyed the first episode, which makes me very happy. Hopefully these will get better with time as I continue to play a little more. Let's pick a new character today. Let's go with this little purple lady here. Anyways, it's Friday when I'm recording this, which is very nice, and got some stuff to knock out before the baby comes. We're getting pretty close. Day I'm recording this, it's January 16th, and the baby is due on February 16th. So 1 month from today is when we should be seeing the little baby. Granted, babies tend to kind of just come whenever they want, so we'll see how likely it is that they'll follow that pattern. But yeah, until then, we're just gonna keep living the good life and trying to beat this game here. Main goal that I'm trying to go for right now is getting through Hundun and making it to the Cosmic Ocean. I have only beat Hundun 0 times, so that's currently the plan. Hopefully we'll be able to make it here, and hopefully on one of these videos, rather than just a random time that I end up playing while not recording. Maybe once that happens, I'll start looking into doing some dailies or trying different runs like an eggplant run, which I have yet to do. So yeah, I think we'll have plenty of things to try and achieve going through these videos. Gonna ring that little bell there. Anyways, this is, I don't really know how much I talked about it before, but this is a game that has really enamored me. I played a lot of the first game. Not like an excessive amount. I think roughly like 100 hours or so. Which, when we're talking big game standards, it's really not that big. There's a lot of people out there getting many views, or not views, views, hours, getting many hours in these games. So yeah, I did play again like 100 hours or so of it. Right now in Spelunky 2, I'm sitting at almost 300. Just something about this game is just capturing me more than the first one. Which is saying a lot, because I really watched a lot of videos regarding Spelunky 1 and played a decent amount of it. Back in the day with Michael L. Fox when he did his runs, and watching a lot of Bear Taffy streams of the game. It's definitely one of my favorite game series. Even if I've not necessarily played them a lot, I've watched them a lot. Which, hey, if you're hearing this, then you're watching YouTube, so you totally understand. I've actually been finding a lot of really neat videos lately, just kind of different types of content that I've never really watched before. Things like Joe Scott, who's a science YouTuber. He kind of just talks about things in the science/tech world, including things like new types of energy efficiency, and kind of just teaching people about different science concepts and whatnot. Honestly, I really recommend checking him out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Also, really watching that got me into. I for some reason can't think of the name of it right now. Curiosity Tube or Curiosity Stream. I don't know why I said tube there. Yeah, I mean, if you like documentaries, that's a fantastic site. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but it's a pretty cheap service, and I found a lot of neat stuff on there. I think one of my favorite ones was watching the weather documentary. It was I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but he did the hosting for Total Wipeout, which was that British version of Wipeout. And honestly, it was really interesting. He's a very charismatic host, and they're talking about some subject matter that's really cool, being weather. Kind of touches on the different like elements and all of that stuff. So yeah, if you like those kinds of things, definitely check it out. Especially if you already have Curiosity Stream, and you don't have to spend any extra money to actually watch it. Which, you know, that's something that can't be understated. Especially in a time where, you know, coronavirus has caused a lot of financial woes for many people. So whenever you can spare a buck, there's going to be no complaints. Alright. So normally I try to farm Quillback a little more there to, like, you know, run through the ground to get more gems. And I usually try to kill him so I can get some bombs and health, but honestly I'm doing okay on both of those resources, and I'd rather not possibly get myself squished, so we're just gonna move on here to the jungle. I'm thinking if we fail pretty early on this, then I'm gonna try doing a Volcano. Wow, what a shot! Thinking if I fail this pretty early, like I did on the last video, that I'll attempt going to Volcana, and yeah, we'll see if we get any more success like we did on the last video. Oh, let's take a look here. Let's get it. Ooh. All right, got our doggy. Oh, we got an opportunity to get some of the paste here. Honestly, might be worth it. However, I am going to drop off the dog here because I don't want him to die. I mean, he might die going down there. We'll have to see what happens. But I'm not going to so easily sacrifice him. Alright. I'll blow this guy up and get some of that good stuff. And, you know what? We'll grab this ghost pot too. Try and earn a good amount of money before we get to the black market, and hopefully we'll be able to buy lots of goodies. Okay. And you know what? I'm sure that this has been talked about a lot, but I kind of just want to share my thoughts on it because most of my friends have long past this long past the need to talk about it, but I pretty recently finished up The Mandalorian. Didn't really watch it when it first came out. I thought it sounded kind of interesting, but I'm one of those people that I just have an easier time with TV if I can kind of just, you know, go through it in a quick amount of time so that I can actually remember story points. Otherwise, episode to episode, if I'm waiting a week or so, sometimes I miss the little details, and there's some things about the episodes that might have more charm to me if I actually would have watched it back to back. That's one of those things that I tend to have with one of the shows that I really like to watch with my wife, which is Supernatural. And we started watching it quite a few years after the whole thing started. But when we actually got together, we both found out that we had interest in it, and so started watching that and actually ended up getting caught up for the last couple of seasons. And now I'm kind of sad because I don't have a TV show to watch with my wife anymore. So we gotta find something new. I did try to recently get her into The Good Place because, man, that was a great show. Very heartfelt. You know, I don't want to spoil anything, but I will just say that it's a very heartfelt show and it makes you laugh, makes you want to cry. You know, to me, that's a sign of a pretty good show. So when it can make you feel emotions, and, you know, not emotions that make you want to be really sad, but just something that kind of makes you think about life and kind of reflect on it, and, you know, add your own experiences into it. There is nothing wrong with that. However, I don't really do the dramas, not because they're not good, but, you know, life I feel like is kind of depressing enough as is. I don't need something else to kind of add to that, I guess. So I generally try to stick to the more fun type of series, or, you know, fantasy, those types of things. Same with books. A jetpack. Sweet. When it comes to books, I'm a huge fantasy nerd. Not that I've like read a million books or anything, because really, when you look at a lot of people, I've not done as much reading. But I've of course gone through all of the main ones, like the Harry Potters and the Fablehaven, and oh my goodness, I cannot remember the name. Aragon, the dragon one. I'll have to look it up and see if that's actually the name, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Of course, it was a long time ago. However, I gotta say my favorite book series that one of my friends, Zach, got me into was actually the Harry Dresden series, the Dresden Files. Man, those books are so fun. Maybe not necessarily the best written books, but just like the characters, you really learn to just get super invested in what's going on with them, and the story and world are just built up so nice. Like, it's one of those worlds where, like, you can just constantly keep expanding on it, even if you were to do kind of like a spin-off. Maybe like take one of the side characters and make a show about them rather than the main character, which is Harry. It's just one of those kind of series, and I absolutely love those things. In fact, it's one of the big reasons why I really like a show like Supernatural, where, you know, a lot of it is, yes, it's about the monsters and stuff, but I love the world that they build, where, you know, you've got all these different rules that you can follow, and different kind of monsters and things. The Dresden Files is pretty similar in that sense, where it's about a wizard who does wizarding professionally. Like he's in the Yellow Pages of Chicago as professional wizard. Most of his job consists of helping people, you know, do little rituals or creating tracking spells to help them find things that they lost. But, you know, of course, he has to save the day every once in a while, because while mundane stuff can make an interesting story, most of the time a little bit of fantasy epic can be a little more entertaining. And I think we all understand that one. So, I mean, now that I've gone on for a couple of minutes about it, I really recommend checking out that book series. I think it's by a guy named Jim Butcher. But fantastic series. It's definitely a long one. I've actually gone through it a couple times in the last year. I think at the beginning of 2019 I started the series. I guess it's been a little more than a year. I guess it was about 2 years. At the beginning of 2019 I started the book, the first book, because my friend suggested that I listen to it. And the first book kind of has this like noir crime feel to it, which wasn't really my jam, but I was like, oh, that was a mistake. Wasn't really my jam, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep listening through anyways and kind of see how this feels, because he recommended it and I value his opinion greatly. And I'm glad I did, because by the time you get to the second and third books, that's when the series really picks up, and honestly, that's kind of where you start getting really invested in the characters, and not just the story. You just want to know what happens with the characters, which I cannot say about everything. There's been plenty of times where I've read a book, or watched a movie or something, where literally the only thing I care about is what happens in the plot, and nothing else is interesting to me. And while those are a great way to kill time, those are not a great way to really get invested in something, and especially when it's a series. Like you really have to make your series rely on good character development. I guess I can't say these things as objective fact. I'm not really a book critic or a story critic or anything. I'm just somebody who likes to analyze things and insert my opinions where they don't belong. And obviously I crave some sort of attention, otherwise I wouldn't have made a YouTube channel, right? Let's see. You know what, I'll use another bomb for this. Let's see if it's something good. Eee, more bombs. Spent 2, got 1. That's an alright trade in my book. Granted, it wasn't guaranteed, and I had no idea that it was going to be that. So, probably would have been better to, maybe not be so risky about it, but what are games for if not for taking risks and having fun? Hey, look at that, we found it. Alright, so I'm going to get in here and make sure that we grab this clover so we do not run out of time. And whoa, there's a lot of bugs here. There we go. We're doing really good on money, honestly. Makes me really happy. We gotta grab ourselves this Hedget here with 100 grand. Dang. Alright, so I need some spike shoes. And honestly, I don't remember if I had those before. So if I did, pretend you didn't see anything to save my pride. Thanks. We'll grab another bundle of ropes here. And honestly, I think from here, just buy a bunch of bombs. That is never something to sneeze at. It's always nice getting some bombs. And honestly, we still have a lot of extra money. This is a great shop. Oh, great black market. I guess the whole thing is one big shop. Honestly, that's pretty much everything. So I'm gonna head back up this way and grab our bow. We don't want to forget that. Oh no! A jerk. Okay. Sorry, I had to focus there for a second. I didn't want to get hit by Mr. Skull Dude here. Yeah, let's just go. As that monkey commits seppuku or something. I don't remember how it's pronounced, to be honest with you. All I know is I don't want to partake of anything they got going on. And we forgot one of the sisters there on one of the earlier floors, so unfortunately, we will not be getting ourselves a bomb box. We'll drop this off at our good pal, the Mythbuster, Jamie Heineman. I had to remember the last name of him. And we'll get going on this Olmec fight. Honestly, I'd say this run's going really good so far. So now that I've said that, we'll be sure to die here, and then I'll feel really bad about it and be unhappy. I say that as I start doing a risky strat for no reason other than I just didn't want to wait that long. That's a great way to get yourself killed in this game, is impatience. I'd say like 90% of the things that kill you in this game kill you purely because you're just too impatient. And that's exactly how it's been designed. So thank you, Mr. Derek Yu. He has your best interest in mind, teaching you to be a little more patient in a world where patience is a virtue. Well, I feel like that was a mistake, and I'm a little worried about that boomerang flying back to kill me. But hey, you know what? We're doing okay. Oh, I do not like this at all. I do not like this at all. Oh, God. Okay, that was a little risky. A little unnecessarily risky at that. Oh, boy. You know, since I was talking about TV shows and stuff, there have been plenty of TV shows that I have been told to watch that I have yet to check out. One of them being the sketch comedy show, I Think You Should Leave. And I'm really feeling the need to check it out now. I'm just kind of in the mood to watch something funny. Might check it out one of these nights. Maybe while doing some editing. I recorded some Rocket League footage today. I played some Rocket League with my brother and kind of just got the lay of the land in some casual matches, which was pretty fun. I didn't plan on recording any of the audio, so I'm kind of just going to be doing like a highlights reel type of thing where I'm just going to show some like fun or funny plays that ended up happening throughout the play session. I mean, I wouldn't expect absolute greatness from us. I mean, I only started playing back in like March, and I wouldn't say I'm bad. I have managed to get myself to platinum. However, I'm not necessarily good either. So, take that as you will. Oh my god. Those climbing gloves just about getting me killed here. Well, I won't blame the climbing gloves for my own stupidity. But me being dumb mixed with the climbing gloves almost killed me there. But we made it out alive. But yeah, I'll be posting some Rocket League footage. I don't necessarily know if the audience for something like this is going to cross over with Rocket League. However, if you do like Rocket League, check it out. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be posting that. I need to get some editing software downloaded on here. I have yet to do so. Normally when I do these kinds of things, I prefer to use Premiere Pro, but we'll see what I end up using. Because at the moment, I do not have a license for that. And I don't feel like swashbuckling at the moment. Just out of safety. Never know what kind of crap is hidden in pirated games and whatnot. Or yes, Photoshop is a game. Definitely. Don't tell yourself otherwise. But yeah, I'm gonna try and go for a little bit of a schedule here with doing some of these videos. I think I'd like to post some Spelunky content 2 or 3 times a week. I'm kind of leaning towards doing like a Tuesday, Thursday, and then maybe something on like a Saturday or Sunday, kind of depending on how my week goes. Obviously, when the baby comes, some of that might change. I'm going to try and stockpile a few things so that I can still get some stuff uploaded. But I definitely won't be like on as much. So I know it seems like the timing of me starting the channel might be a little odd. But, you know, I kind of just wanted to start getting something out there. Ooh, I like the look of having this altar here. Hold up. I do not like the skeleton, though. Alright, chase me down. Okay. Just trying to focus for a second so I don't die. Damn. Ooh, okay. Making very poor choices here. Hopefully we'll be able to get some HP. But yeah, let's not kill ourselves doing some gambling here. Trying to get into the Palace of Pleasure, which is not a sentence I ever really felt that I would end up saying until I started playing this game. But, you know, here we are, talking about it. Oh, anyways, back to maybe that before I got distracted by the altar. Yeah, I'm gonna try and have some sort of regular schedule. I'm not gonna be able to adhere to it perfectly. This is definitely more of a hobby. It's not something that I can put a lot of extra time into, being a parent and someone who works full time. But honestly, I think this is kind of fun, and I really just want to archive some of just my favorite games and kind of hopefully build a little bit of a community of people that I can talk to and interact with, just about, you know, various things. I'd also like to try dabbling in some streaming, whether that be Twitch or YouTube. Honestly, I know Twitch a little better, so I might lean more that way, purely for that reason. But I've definitely not ruled out YouTube purely for the fact that I am, you know, posting videos here. I'm gonna do this for safety. I got enough bombs. But yeah, I had some friends suggest that I post some stuff on or do some streaming on YouTube so that I can upload the VODs directly. However, I do think that this system would work fine too, just recording some things and maybe posting the VODs later. That way there's not a disparity between the content that's being seen. And it's just, you know, streaming something I've always wanted to try my hand at. It looks like a lot of fun, and at the end of the day, finding things that's fun is really what gets you through life. You know what? That guy can stay there. He's fine. Okay. I heard you, dog. There you are, friend. Okay, that was a little stressful. I had to pipe down for a second. I was only mildly terrified. Alright, so here we should be able to get our friend the Kapala. Lets us collect a little bit of blood and use that to fuel us and provide us sustenance. Is it sustenance or sustenance? I know that's probably something that's really easy to Google and I've just not done it. And I've probably just been saying it wrong this whole time. Which, you know, whatever. It's no big deal. Just making a fool of myself. Okay, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But you know what? Mistake has been made. It's over. We move on. Of course, it's a dark level. Why wouldn't it be? Okay. That makes this a little bit more scary. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh my god. The fish. I legitimately did not expect the fish to fall on me and kill me there. Wow. That's wow. That's all I can really say about that. Okay, I guess we'll try to do the Ankh skip here when we find our tunnel of happiness. If not, you know, we're gonna have to just bite the dust and say, well, I made a mistake. So you know what? In the interest of going for it hard, I'm gonna boy. I'm gonna leave the jetpack out here, honestly. Just in case. You know, if we can make it out live, I can climb my way back up and get the jetpack. And make sure that if any lava drips near us, that we do not blow up because of it. So I was hoping for one of those like really nice Ankh skips. It does not seem that we'll be getting that. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to make a fool of myself and attempt to do this strategy, which is probably going to be a mistake. But you know what? We'll see how it goes. No! Oh, man. Honestly, I think that was pretty close. I think it was pretty close. You know what? We'll give it we're at 33 minutes. You know what? We'll give it a goldless run. Maybe an attempt or two, and before we call it a video here. Okay. Goldless is still something I've not completed, so I'd like to give it a try. What a shop. Normally I like to try and steal a little bit from the shopkeepers on goldless runs. Obviously I've not completed it, so jury's still out on whether that's a decent strategy or not. However, we, you know, we're just trying to get some decent items, and obviously when you have no gold, you cannot buy anything. So, go figure. It's not like that's how the real world works or anything. Alright, what's the best way to approach this? Okay, we can get there from there, okay. Wow, a lot of arrow traps here. And if you're wondering why I'm grabbing the Ujat Eye, despite the fact that we only need to get to Tiamat, It's mostly just so that I can see some things in the wall if there's any items or anything. And I generally like to go Volcana on these. And it's at least something that I can do to get myself a cape, which can make traversal a little easier, being able to dodge gold. And honestly, the later stages are kind of tricky to navigate, and it just makes it a little easier. I see you, and I will not fall for you. So I found out this neat little trick. Sometimes you can just give it like a ah. Sometimes you can just take an arrow to the back of the head. What a neat trick, right, guys? Okay. Oh! Almost walked right onto that gold. Also, I apologize. This might take a little more focus if I seem very distracted. That's exactly why. These runs take a lot of focus. Yeah, there we go. We want to skip over you, kill you, dodge that. So I know I don't have really much of an audience yet, and if you've made it this far, thank you, you're awesome. I'd like to just put a question out there. And what kind of stuff do you guys like to play? I'd like to see that and see some comments about different things that people like to play, and maybe if we do end up doing some streaming or something, it could be one of those things where I can stream some games that you guys like, or stream some games that you guys like, or even just do one of those things where we can kind of all play together on the stream. I think that could be kind of fun. Oh. Let's retry that. I don't want to lose 2 health that quick. Yeah, I have plenty of ideas for different things that I want to do. And honestly, I just kind of want to get creative with things, and I want to do some stuff that people might like. Again, like I was saying before, I really am trying to be the type of YouTuber where, I'll play games that people like to watch, but I also want to just be someone who can just be fun to watch regardless of what I'm playing. And part of that's due to the fact that, I'm not the best at video games. I've played them a lot for a lot of my life. However, that doesn't mean that I'm really great at them. So, watching videos where I'm playing games that require a lot of skill or something like that, most of the appeal from that would either be from me being enjoyable to watch, or me being enjoyable to watch fail. So, we'll try and get in on that type of deal. And yes, I'm going to steal from him because I like jetpacks and I like shotguns. And I really like them together. Ooh, I see our doggy friend. I'm sorry, sir, but you will be sacrificed to the Dark Lord Collie. There we go. She has bestowed a gift upon us. Oh, nice shot, Arrow Trap. Alright, so now the tricky part is getting out of here without pissing anyone off or dying. What timing? Okay. We'll give it one more attempt here. If it doesn't work out, we'll call it a video. I mean, either way, I appreciate anyone who's still here for sticking around for as long as you have. I'm still trying to work on, you know, figuring out good ways to kind of come up with topics to talk about during these videos. I've got a few ideas from people just kind of like of ways to come up with things to talk about. And I think a lot of those ideas are really good, so I'm going to try implementing a few things, just so that I have a little more interesting things to talk about, and make sure that when I'm actually on the spot and the camera's rolling, so to say, that I don't freeze up and I can be like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this thing. So you know, nobody's perfect. Okay. He's mad. Don't know if it was obvious, but he is mad. And I really want that crate down there. Ooh, you know what? I might be able to let him just kind of get killed here from, well, maybe not. Yes, get punched. Honestly, nothing about this situation makes me very happy. So, you know what? I'm gonna blow this up and just drop down here. Ooh, I see an altar and I hear our dog up there. Is he gettable? Is my big question here. We'll grab this skull. Set that off. Hello, Mr. Dog. Montgomery. Where are you? Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I don't know what I'm thinking. Apparently what I'm thinking is, let's get ourselves killed by doing silly things that nobody should be doing. Alright, you know what? We don't have much time left before the ghost decides to join us here, and I won't be getting the Ujat Eye for the simple fact of I don't have enough time. It's a bit spooky. And I really just want to survive here. So I'm going to let him do that deal. Jump over here and then, oh, flipping around quick scopes. Alright, alright. You know what? We feel forgiven, and that's all that matters. We stole from them. We did not murder anyone. And now we're out of here. And it looks like we will be making our way to Volcana. Okay, I don't see any gold. I do, however, see these boots up here. Okay, I didn't think about the ladder there. Alright, easy. First try, not a problem. I didn't make any mistakes there. Don't even try to tell me I did. Alright, so we're heading down there. We'll take some stock of the game here. Looks like we're sitting pretty nice at 0 gold. You know, generally you want to try to make sure that you don't collect any gold in a game like Spelunky. You purely just want to avoid it all. And you want to avoid those dogs, because good lord. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but a lot of the night levels don't really bother me so much. But something about Dark Volcana is just spooky. Like the ominous music, so I want you to die. The amount of things that can just murder you immediately, outside of just lava, like, you know, blowing things up, or if you have a shotgun, being smart enough to fire it at a robot and reflect the bullets back to murder you. And I have never had to learn this lesson. I've purely only watched it happen to other people. Sweating? No, I'm not sweating. I never lie. Okay, we're gonna kill these. Fudge. Only I didn't say fudge. Okay, well, I think that's gonna have to be it for today. So thank you for watching. Again, if you have any suggestions for other games that you might be interested in having me check out, or any ideas for you know, things to kind of improve the overall quality of these videos, let me know. Anyways, thank you again for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.